First, the top headlines. State to host Durand Cup. Chief Minister N. Biren unveils 131st Durand Cup 2022 trophy today. Says the tournament will not telecast in local TV channel. Congress President Sonia Gandhi summoned by ED again in National Herald money laundering case. And India records 18,313 new COVID-19 cases, 57 COVID days in 24 hours. Recovery rate recorded at 98.47%. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to ELITETV. I'm Pari Yendrembam giving you 3 p.m. ELITETV English news and updates. Now, before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now, the news in detail. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today unveiled the trophies for the 131st edition of the Durand Cup 2022 at the City Convention Center in Fall in an appeal to the people of the state to come out and enjoy the matches and encourage the players and organizers of the cup who have brought the cup to the state to provide exposure to the state's sporting talents. For the first time, Manipur will host 10 group matches of the Durand Cup, the oldest football tournament in Asia, from August 18 September 5, 2022. The 131st edition of the Cup will be played in the 3 states, Manipur, Assam and West Bengal. In what is also a historic moment for the state, all 3 Durand trophies, the President Cup, the Durand Cup and the Simla Trophy have reached Imphal and were unveiled by the Chief Minister during the ceremony. Speaking at the unveiling ceremony, the Chief Minister said it is indeed a matter of great pride and privilege to be present at the monumental event of unveiling ceremony of the trophies for the 131st edition of the Durand Cup 2022. He thanked the Indian Army and organizers of the Cup for bringing the iconic tournament of the football to the passionate state of Manipur. Chief Minister N. Biren wishes the 131st edition of the Durand Cup 2022 all the very best and assure all support in making the tournament bigger and better than the previous years and further wish the participating teams. He said Manipur is one of the states producing the highest number of Indian Super League players, stating that he had himself played in the tournament as a left defender for the BSF in the 1981 edition in which his team won the trophy at Ambedkar Stadium, New Delhi, the Chief Minister said. The Durand Cup matches happening in Imphal is like personally walking down the memory lane, the Chief Minister added. The Chief Minister wished all the success to the tournament and also appreciated YAS Yas Minister Govindas Kontaujam and his team for their efforts. The unveiling ceremony was also attended by Minister Youth Affairs and Sports Govindas Kontaujam, Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar, Lieutenant General K.K. Repswald, Chief of Staff Eastern Command and Chairman Durand Organizing Committee, Major General Nabin Sachdeva, Major General Sarawat, IGR South, Lieutenant General Retired K. Himalaya Singh, distinguished guests from military and state administration, Padma Shri and Arjuna Awardee footballer O. Bem, Padma Shri Awardee Rewin Masangba, former Indian national player P. Renedy Singh, among others. The 131st edition of the Durand Cup will be played at the 5 venues of Kumal Lampak Stadium, Imphal, Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium, Guwahati, Nehati Stadium, Nehati, Kishore Bharati Kirirangan, and Vivekananda Yuba Bharati Kirangan, Kolkata. Altogether, 20 teams, including defending champions FC Goa and runners-up from last year, Mohammedan Sporting, 11 teams from the Indian Super League, 4 service team, Neroka FC, Trau FC, Sudeba FC of Delhi and Rajasthan United FC will play in this edition of the Durand Cup.
very grateful to the Army authority that from this year, Agniveer recruitment will be done here in the Lemukong Hillside. We no need to go to Rangapaha or Assam or other place. Now the ZF Karta has already informed me and the notification has already issued that the recruitment of the Agniveer will be held here in Lemukong Hillside. Really, to further strengthen our bond, as I said, with the armed forces, I'm happy to announce that Cabinet reviewed the remuneration awarded for gallantry award winners of the armed forces also. Earlier, only Pari amounts were awarded, which we have enhanced significantly this time, and it has increased to 25 lakhs.
Six student bodies of Manipur, MSU, Desam, AIMS, KSA, MSF and SUK have made a series of demands to the MLAs to be put up on the floor of the ongoing Manipur State Assembly session. A joint press release issued by presidents of the student bodies yesterday demanded formation of a state language policy, a language commission and transliteration committee to work towards protecting and preserving indigenous languages of the state and also to publish reference books in official Meitei Mayek script. The release stated that Meitei Mayek was formally introduced in the state school education in 2006. The first ICSLC examination with Meitei Mayek was held in 2015. It has also been included in the last semesters of the master's degree. It expressed concern that books published in Bengali scripts have not been transliterated in Meitei script. Thus, the students who are learning Meitei Mayek have been deprived of reference books. The release mentioned that the six student bodies have already submitted a memorandum in this regard to the state government. It appealed to the government to bring to the public domain the steps taken up for inclusion of Meitei Mayek in MPSC and UPSC examination. The student bodies also appealed to the government to protect the rights of the state weavers under intellectual property rights so that copying of indigenous dresses of the state by other states can be stopped. It further appealed to the government to take up necessary steps to make available sufficient raw materials for the local weavers at a low rate. The release also demanded the state government to work sincerely for the welfare of the state youth and urged that the effects of drugs should be included in the school syllabus and pass a strict law to punish drug smugglers. The six student bodies in the release also expressed deep concern over the problem faced by the many schools and colleges which are functioning without proper staff. The release further appealed to the government to formulate a policy on rationalization of teachers as per their subjects and the number of students and expressed hope that the Assembly would initiate steps to increase students' intake capacity in government schools and maintain quality education. Mahikulen Benevolent Club yesterday organized felicitation ceremony of the ICSLC examination 2022 topper of Mahikulen of Yendrembam district of Mahikulen Community Hall. El Kanerjit Singh, a student of Mahikulen who topped in the ICSLC examination 2022 for Yendrembam district, was felicitated during the occasion and was awarded Mangsa Tabab Nila Bidu Memorial Meritorious Award 2022, which include cash prize of 5,000 rupees and memento. The felicitation ceremony was attended by Hilghat Gram Panchayat Pradhan L. Samarendra Singh, Vidyanagar Benevolent Club founder President L. Amulya, Donor M. Imochauba, and L. Ranjit Kumar as Chief Guest President and Guest of Honor respectively. District Administration Kamjong yesterday observed the Bilji Mahotsav and Ujala Divas at Khamlang village under Kasom Kulen subdivision of Kamjong district today. More than hundreds of villagers who attended the event today appreciated the steps taken up by the BJP-led government for bringing such a phenomenal change to their lifestyle through this initiative. The program was graced by N. Wung Rayo, former EM ADC Ukhrul, and S. Thota Singh, former member ADC, Ukhrul as a chief guest and guest of honor respectively. DC of Kamjong, Peter Rang Name, Peter, and SDO of Kasom Kulen, subdivision were the other important dignitaries in the dais. Giving his speech, Peter Rangnamai said that observation of such an event will bring awareness to the villagers about the importance of power supply in such a time and generation where everything related to life is connected to power. He also expressed his gratitude to the present government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the center and Chief Minister and Biren at the state for bringing such a sense to the people belonging to the nook and corner areas of the state. As a part of the program, such beneficiaries receive assistance from the MSPDCL.
Country yang ramai dan di semua sektor ni nak anak yang sudah natra, macam habis. Ada banyak sebenarnya government India nak lambi isu, isu, mai isu, semuanya macam awal apa analisis dan superkan dia. Ada kita department itu pun ada change dia law food dari kana change company na.
The Naga Students Union Sandiled in a press release yesterday appealed to the government CSO office to look into the fakes on the SARS rate for documents such as ST certificate, residential certificate, domicile certificate, income certificate, etc. should be charged at a reasonable rate, and downloading and printing of the said documents should be done in the SDO office itself. The post of the SDC has remained vacant till date after the SDC has retired from the month of February 2022, which has caused the civic populace to face difficulties when it is required for SDC counter signature in the absence of SDC. Therefore, the student union urged the concerned department to do the necessary arrangement at this very crucial juncture. The release also said that the Aadhaar card charges for the name correction of the job cards should be charged at a reasonable rate, and stated that the present charge rate of 100 to 150 rupees for each correction of per job card holder's name by the employed official shall not be tolerated, and the union will not remain as a silent spectator, the release warned. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio yesterday met Union Home Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi to discuss the ongoing Naga peace talks. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, who is also the NEDA convener, was also present in the meeting. The Nagaland CM after the meeting said he met Union Home Minister Amit Shah to discuss the Naga issue. NEDA convener and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma was also present in the meeting and added that negotiations are underway. They are hopeful of an early solution, but that depends on the negotiating parties. The government of India has signed a framework agreement with the NACNIM in 2015 and agreed position with the NNPCs in 2017. However, talks with the NACNIM have come to a standstill, with the outfit remaining adamant on its demand for a separate Naga flag and constitution. Notably, there has been pressure on the central as well as the Nagaland government to conclude the peace talks and reach a solution to the vexed Naga political issue before the assembly elections in Nagaland in 2013. Now let's have a short commercial break before giving you further news.
Admissions open, Apex Public School, Santnagar, Delhi. Contact 999-006-1747 or 782-762-1392. CBSE affiliated. Admissions open for 2022-23 for classes 5 to 9 and class 11. AC hostel available for classes 5 to 9 and 11 at affordable price. Hostel facility for girls and boys. Secure environment. All streams offered: science, commerce and humanities. Highly qualified teaching staff, wide variety of sports activities, audio-visual smart classes, world-class infrastructure. For local information, dial 989-969-9355 or visit us on www.apexpublicschool.in or email us at apexschool25@gmail.com.
Kindergarten Montessori School affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Admission open for the academic session 2022-23 for Class 11 Science and Arts. Admission fee ₹5,000 only for self-school students and ₹8,000 only for other school students. Kindergarten Montessori School has been continuously producing best result in Class 10. Facilities are separate school buildings for secondary and senior secondary, scenic landscape school campus, eco-friendly school campus, CCTV camera of all class, separate science laboratory and library room, 24 hours Wi-Fi internet on school campus. ATL Robotics Lab, van service available. For more details, please contact Principal, Kindergarten Montessori School, Sagolban Takyal Kolom Laikai, Imphal West.
Sareng macha marang kaina fangbiragani. Size ki matung ina mamal tongan na laygani. Inchi ani makhaidagi inchi mari fawba laygani. Mamal na lupa yankhaidagi lupa chama fawba laygani. Lagli batang kun mapan thatarit inglisagani kunni thoidagi. Laubi ba yaragani. Mangjona na order tawbi horo. Hana order tawba miyoida hana pizagani. Aduka sareng ki macunjaksu marang kaina fanggani. Loinana sareng yopagi technique su takani. Fangfam mamadi contact tawfam Soibam Sur Chandra Singh, International and National Awardee in PC Culture, Managing Director cum Proprietor of A. Stomba & Sons, Pingba Farm, Yang Thang Mamang Laikai. Contact number 7085787932, Natraga 9366175942, Natraga 9366061490.
The pinnacles of success. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNACO School, Excellence in Education.
HIV IBC lambi mari khaktada miyo yamadagi amada sindu.
HIV positive oiba mama mapadagi machada.
Sakhangdaba miyo singa kondom yaudana yuman mari thamba matamda HIV sandui.
Mi amaga yatum siren waiduna sizinabada HIV sandui.
Ana layeng da ikapa matamda HIV test tawda ikapa labadi HIV shandoi.
Chang naina amadi niyom chumna condom sijanabana HIV dagi ngakthokpon.
Sexual transmitted infection STI.
Haibadi pinungi laina dagi sungar thopongami.
Aduga angang pamdrabadi condom sijanabiyo.
HIV haiba virus asina mipum khudimagda sokhali.
Masigi namkhai leite chahi lining kanglup natraga nupa nupi angang khaini.
Masina mi amadagi amada mathang mathang sindokungam.
Aina domu sinari HIV test tong nabagidama.
Aina domu singnari condom sijanabagida.
Aina domu singnari masabo HIV dai kanjanaba. HIV AIDS ki maramda hena kupa moron khangnabagi damak.
AIDS toll-free number 1097 the phone tobi.
English Hindi natraga Manipuri de wari saba yagani.
Nako AIDS app su download tobiu amadi sijanabiu.
Admissions open for class 11. Student Care Girls Hostel, Come Tutorial Center, Gari Makhalekai, Imphal West 795140. Subjects offered are English, Physics, Biology, Manipuri, Chemistry and Mathematics. Special features: 24-hour CCTV camera monitor campus, special tuition facilities by well-experienced teachers from reputed higher secondary schools, free van services, free career counseling, free study materials for all subjects, and unit-wise test series. Contact us on 700-568-1226 or 708-593-5854.
Welcome back after a short commercial break, now giving you further news. After Enforcement Directorate questioned Congress President Sonia Gandhi for over 6 hours on the second day of her appearance yesterday in connection with a money laundering case linked to a National Herald newspaper, she has been asked to appear again today before the Enforcement Directorate. The Enforcement Directorate is investigating allegedly financial irregularities and Congress-promoted Young Indian Private Limited, which owns the National Herald. Sonia Gandhi's son and former Congress President Rahul Gandhi was quit for 5 days in this case earlier. The Enforcement Directorate has registered the case after a Delhi court took cognizance of an income tax department probe against Young Indian based on a private criminal complaint filed by Subramaniam Swamy in 2013. Income Tax Department, which had been investigating the National Herald case since 2016, had filed a charge sheet alleging financial irregularities in the Congress-promoted Young Indian, which owns the National Herald newspaper. Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi are among the promoters and majority shareholders of the Young Indian, which is having a 38% stake in the company. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted CRPF personnel and their families on the Rising Day of the paramilitary force. In a tweet, Narendra Modi said CRPF has distinguished itself for its unflinching courage in distinguished service. He said the role of CRPF, be it in addressing security challenges or humanitarian challenges, is commendable. With 18,313 fresh cases reported in a day, India's COVID-19 tally has climbed to 4,39,38,764, while the count of the active cases of the infection has declined to 1,45,026, the Union Health Ministry said today. The death count due to the viral disease has gone up to 5,26,110, with 57 more fatalities, according to the ministry's data updated short. The active cases account for 0.34% of the total caseload, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.47%, the ministry said. A decline of 2,486 cases was recorded in the active COVID caseload in a span of 24 hours, it added. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 4.31% and the weekly positivity rate at 4.57%, according to the data. A total of 87.36 crore tests have so far been conducted to detect the viral infection in the country, including 4,25,337 in the last 24 hours. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,32,67,571, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.2%, the data showed. According to the ministry, 202.79 crore vaccine doses have so far been administered under the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive. The country crossed the grim milestone of 2 crore COVID cases on May 4, 2021, the 3 crore mark on June 23, 2021, and 4 crore cases on January 25 this year. Of the 57 fatalities recorded in a 24-hour period, 19 were from Kerala, 12 from Maharashtra, 7 from West Bengal, 4 from Meghalaya, 2 each from Bihar, Delhi, and Odisha, and 1 is reported from Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Nagaland, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, and Chandigarh. A total of 5,26,167 deaths due to COVID have so far been reported in the country. The Health Ministry stressed that more than 70% of the deaths occurred due to comorbidities. An animal market in China's Wuhan really was epicenter of the COVID pandemic, according to a pair of new studies in the journal Science published Tuesday that claimed to have tipped the balance in the debate about the virus origins. Answering the questions of whether the disease spilled over naturally from animals to humans or was a result of lab accident is viewed as vital to averting the next pandemic and saving millions of lives. The first paper analyzed the geographic pattern of COVID cases in the outbreak's first month, December 2019, showing the first cases were tightly clustered around the Wuhan market. The second examined genomic data from the earliest cases to study the virus' early evolution, concluding it was unlikely the coronavirus circulated widely in humans prior to November 2019. Both were previously posted as preprints, but have now been vetted by scientific peer review and appeared in a prestigious journal. Michael Worove of the University of Arizona, who co-authored both papers, had previously called on the scientific community in a letter to be more open to the idea that the virus was a result of a lab leak. But the findings moved him to the point where now I also think it's just not a plausible that this virus was introduced any other than through the wildlife trade at the Wuhan market, he told reporters on a call about the findings. Though previous investigation had centered on the live animal market, researchers wanted more evidence to determine it was really the progenitor of the outbreak and opposed to an amplifier. This required neighborhood-level study within Wuhan to be more certain the virus was zoonotic, that it jumped from animals to people. The first study's team used mapping tools to determine the location of most of the first 174 cases identified by the World Health Organization, finding 155 of them were in Wuhan. Further, these cases clustered tightly around the market, and some early patients with no recent history of visiting the market live very closely to it. Mammals now known to be infectable with the virus, including red foxes, hawk badgers, and raccoon dogs, were also lived in the market, the team showed. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now let's look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Yendrembam unveils 131st Durand Cup 2022 trophy today, says the tournament will not telecast in local TV channel. Congress President Sonia Gandhi summoned by ED again in National Herald money laundering case. And India records 18,313 new COVID-19 cases, 57 COVID deaths in last 24 hours. Recovery rate recorded at 98.47%. that's all for 3 p.m. ELITETV English news and updates. We'll be right back at 6 p.m. with more news and updates. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.